What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Greenleaf Season 4, Episode 6. What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Everybody, let's talk about it. Tonight was a really good episode, filled with lots of different things. Charity and Carissa ain't shit, but we gonna go ahead and get into it, all right? So we start off where we left off. Lady Mae asks for a picture of AJ, and she's talking about how sad of a story it is, for this whole situation, and which I was happy about. I'm glad she didn't take the time to, berate this girl and make her really feel bad about the situation. So she's asked about if she prayed about it. She's like, of course I prayed about it, Mama. She was like, well, where is he? She said, I don't know. He's not returning her phone calls, and, she can't catch up with him. And she's like, well, can we meet him? She was like, yeah, if I could find him. She's like, what we gonna tell the church? I'm supposed to be the Greenleaf with all the morals, right? So she's saying she don't have no room to make mistakes or whatever. Well, Lady Mae is like, there's no shame in adoption, you know what I'm saying? So it's, don't worry about that part. How you handled it later on was not that cute, you know what I'm saying? But we here now, basically is what she's saying. So during this, Charity aggravating ass tiptoes downstairs, and she's making breakfast, and she's like, well, what's going on? And they tell her they got to keep it in the family. Y'all know she ain't going to keep it in the family. Grace calls AJ for dinner again. And while May is talking to James and saying that she feels like a squirrel on a branch, on a dry branch. And James is sad because he's thinking about a night when Grace called him when she was moved out, about a week after she moved out, and she needed money. And he thought she was being prideful and stubborn. But now when he thinks about it, she was scared and she was alone. And if he had went up there and got her, maybe things would be different. And Lady Mae is like, listen, the only thing we can do is just invite the boy into the family and try to show him some love. Corinne is at work, honey, and she is watching the fight on social media just like all the rest of us would be. And Jacob walks in and he's like, what is the internet saying? And she's like, they're saying that you are Pastor Holyfield. You was up here boxing folks, okay, sir? And he was like, was Phil here? And she said, nah, or he in his office or something like that. And he was like, well, tell him I said call me. Then we see Charity running into Phil's office to tell him the family tea. What I don't understand about her is why she think that her telling him this information is going to keep her in the... I don't understand that. That don't make no sense. He trying to get rid of all of y'all. So what make you think this man going to be loyal to you, child? Anywho, she tells him all the business, and Phil tells her it's not enough. I mean, she just had an adoption. There's nothing really wrong with that. Well, he was a criminal. Okay, well, that's really more about him than it was about her. It's not like she raised him. And they need some more evidence. So Charity kind of got the wind knocked out of her sails, and she walks out. Well, the man tell her hair look good. This all you got to do is tell Charity she cute. Make her feel good. Do you realize that she told him last week that she wasn't going to do it no more, and he took her on a date, and she read a book, and now she telling all her family business again. Charity is a low down, no good, dirty, down bad asshole, okay? I can't wait till this is going to blow up in her face, because Charity is the Melly of this show. Nothing she does ever works out, okay? Catch that tea. You know it if you know it, okay? She's leaving out of the office. She sees Jacob, and she's trying to play off this lie that she's in trouble, and about the email she wrote to Judy, and he was like, nah, I heard them practicing the song, girl, and it's a new arrangement. Why you in there? You in trouble. So she played that off. AJ calls Gigi and tells her that he's been arrested. So she goes down to the station, and she, when she's talking to him before the police talk to her, he's asking her for an alibi. Just say that I was with you. Just say that I was with you during this time. I didn't do this crime, but, they trying to accuse me of it. So just, tell them we was together. And so... obviously, my thing is, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to lie to the police unless you tell me you did it or not. I don't have time for that. Now, he lied to her, telling her that he didn't do it. Then we see Phil firing Jacob. Bob has found out about it. He said, that's it, full stop, and done. You fired. You was on the internet fighting. He didn't like it. He's tired of you. You're fired. And Jacob was like, you have a problem with me and you want to remove me. And Phil was like, I ain't got no problem with you, child. Every pastor child is not anointed. Some of them are just children. I was like, really, Phil, you Bob's son? Okay, he's sonning you when you write his books and his sermons? Okay, Phil. Jacob just sit back in the seat damn, I got to deal with this. I done lost all my jobs. Jacob is walking around like a bumbling idiot. At this point, what is the purpose of Jacob on this show? He don't do nothing. I don't understand. And then we see Grace talking to the police again, and she does lie to the police officer and says that, you know, she was with him during a certain amount of time. She does tell him that she's his mother. And, you know, he's like, well, I bet there's a story there. She said there's definitely a story there. And he remembers her from the past. So he probably already don't like her. You can tell he already side-eyeing her. Now, he shows her some surveillance footage of a boy or somebody in a hoodie stealing the stuff. She said he was there earlier. They said his fingerprints was on the countertop or whatever, but he was a regular customer. So she lies to this police officer. I wouldn't have lied. I would have just got the boy a lawyer, but you know, whatever. Carissa meets with the white man. The white man ain't even got no name, child. Carissa meets with the white man, and she basically gonna blackmail him to get some more money because the check that he gave them is not even enough money, not even half of the money they need to bid on the house. What I don't understand is, girl, y'all gonna get this house that costs apparently so much money. Jacob ain't got now piece of job, and you a teacher. So who gonna pay the bills? Like, Carissa is a mess. He gives her this huge check after she questions him about Hope and Harmony, why they trying to hide their identity. And he's like, listen, if they found out, it might be a problem. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and write you this check, you know what I mean, and be quiet. Do I make it out to him or you? It don't matter. Make it out to me. And he's like, well, I would like to see you again. And she was like, see me again? Like, what you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, well, you know, it look like you're not being satisfied in other ways either. So, you know, I might be able to do that for you. I would love to see how you look when somebody give you everything you need. And this is Carissa's, you know, thing. She wants to have stuff. And I think that when she got with Jacob, maybe she thought she would be the first lady of the church and she would live like Lady Mae. That's why she wanted to be like Lady Mae. But then she figures out, you know, that it's not it. But this my thing with Carissa. You be doing all of this hollering about Tasha and what Jacob be doing, but the first sign of Instagram, not the first sign, because Jacob is trifling, but you knew that when you married him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew who he was when you married him, but you married him anyway. And so now he not doing what you want to do. Now you do the exact same thing, okay, that he did to you, as if you're more justified than he was. I don't understand it. Grace and AJ leave the station, and she's like, listen, we got to talk because I ain't got time for this. After we go to dinner, we need to figure out what's going on. And he was like, well, I didn't do it. She said, well, I just lied to the police, and that's not going to work. He's like, well, are you going to tell everybody? She said, no, I'm not going to tell them right now. You know what I'm saying? But we need to talk about this. Jacob is sitting in his desk. He's upset. He's scrolling through his phone, and he comes across Tasha Kank's picture, and he almost called her, but he did not call her. And then we see Carissa bust in. She tell him about the offer that she has put on the house. And like I said, Jacob is like, where do you get the money from? She like, oh, I just put some money together, and you know, I did. I'm like, he just believe, like, you ain't question her no further, sir. That's what the stupid part of Jacob come in. But she wants to go out and celebrate, and he's like, okay, cool. So when she go to the bathroom, Lady Mae calls and is like, hey, Grace got a whole son out here. We need you to come home because you might want to meet him. And so when Carissa comes back in, he's like, listen, Mama called and said we got to go home. Now, I do think they could have did both things. Like, Carissa always is leveraging the entire relationship on if he don't do what she say do. Okay, you can't, it's like, I understand that Jacob is not the man that she wants him to be because she hollers at him and tells him to man up. But you cannot berate somebody, belittle somebody, emasculate somebody, and expect them, you know, and to get them to change to be the person that you want them to be. It's like her approach is completely wrong. You know what I mean? And she comes off very, very selfish. I know she don't like Lady Mae, but Lady Mae ain't did nothing to her but let her live in the house. Like, I'm confused as to what Lady Mae did to her. But tell her about herself when she being ignorant and being a bad example for her children. I don't understand what Lady Mae did to her to hate so bad and go through all of this drama, but she doing it. Carissa is pissed off. She tells him to go, and she not going. When he leaves out, guess who she called? You already know, the snowman. Okay, and the snowman tell her to come through. At the house, Mae is hiding the valuables. May said hide anything that look like it's valuable. And no tea, no shade, I don't blame her, baby, because I don't know you, honey. You might be a very nice boy, but I don't know you, and you just got out of jail. So we got to get to know you and make sure you ain't gonna take none of my stuff. Now, everybody know they got somebody in their family that be stealing. I'm just saying. AJ comes over to meet the whole family. So James and, you know, Lady Mae, they greet him, they hug him, they talk about who he look like, and then she asks if he want to meet Zora, so she takes him out there to meet Zora. And while he's out there talking to Zora, Zora asks him, do he want to get high? I'm like, this girl. Like, I just don't know, y'all. Zora just, I mean, she young, and I know that's what the kids do. They, like, do drugs. And she did the same thing when she met Sophia, her cousin. So maybe they was, like, touching on that. But anywho, The police come back and they look if they want to talk to Grace some more. So we don't see everything, but he's talking about we have security footage of him talking to you after y'all, when you got to the police station and, you know, he was asking you something. Was he asking you for an alibi? And she's like, listen, if y'all had some evidence to arrest my son, you would have arrested him, okay? Clearly you don't. That's why you over here trying to pry me. He's innocent. He was just walking around the street and y'all talking to him because he a black man in this America. And Lady Mae comes out and they're like, who is this? And he like, the police. And, you know, anyway, the man leaving. He's like, we'll be back, Mom. Lady Mae is vexed, honey, okay? She is on one. And we all know that when Lady Mae get on one, everybody finna pay the price. So she like, y'all need to tell me what the hell is up. So Carissa is with the snowman and she's complaining about Jacob, which I think is just so disloyal. Like, if you gonna cheat on your husband, at least don't complain about him to the man you cheating on with. Like, that is just so disloyal. She, you know, end up sleeping with this white man. It's the same day, child. They up in there. I just don't know. Carissa ain't shit. And when Jacob finds out about all this, baby, he gonna wear her low. Especially because he didn't cheat when he probably could have. You know what I'm saying? But she out of pocket for this. Lady Mae is running around talking about the squirrel is dead and the whole plan to get the church back is dead. And Grace is like, well, AJ can't prove, you know, AJ can't prove she lied. And Lady Mae is like, AJ can prove you lied. What if he ever confesses? She like, he not gonna confess. And well, if he can threaten us, he can extort us for every piece of money we have because of this. And AJ comes in and they start to question him. Lady Mae is on him like this. You know, she tells him, we're not about to be supporting a criminal is basically what she's saying. We want you to be in the family, but if you out here doing crimes, ain't nobody finna be supporting you, okay? So did you do it? And he's like, I just got out. That would be so stupid for me to do it again. You know, I would never do that, yada, yada, yada. He lying, y'all. He lying. And she like, you ain't answered the question. Did you do it? And Grace is like, he did answer the question, and then May go in on her. Listen, I don't care what people find out about him, but your reputation needs to be spotless, so we need to do what we can do. And she's like, get your church back. And she was like, well, isn't that the goal? And they back and forth with him, answer the question, answer the question. James steps in one time and is like, listen, why don't you just answer the question? Then Charity interrupts them and comes in with a "it's a boy" balloon and snarky remarks like, bitch, shut up. Okay, girl, girl, sit down and shut up. And then Jacob comes in and introduces himself. In between all this, they like, hey, did you do it? Okay, he's like, eventually, he says, I don't have nothing to say. And she asks him and she's like, I'm giving you a chance. And she let him know that she is a formidable opponent, okay? She can be a better friend and more valuable to him to riches, but he needs to tell the truth to his family. And then he looks at her and he turns around and runs away. And she like, well, there it is. I mean, he lying. There it is, girl. And Grace is like, really? You know, she's really pissed about it. Carissa goes home and lies to Jacob about what she was doing. And Jacob getting up talking about he was going to Calvary. And she was like, well, you could have called me. And he was like, could I have called you, girl? Because, like, you was tripping. And she said, I just wanted to be happy one night. You know, it was a celebration and I wanted you to be there. And after he leaves, she takes a shower, and you can tell she's realizing the gravity of what she has done. Not only have you cheated on your husband, you done cheated on your husband with the people who basically took their church. You don't know nothing about this man. And my thing is, your husband is your husband, but this is like a betrayal on another level. You know what I'm saying? AJ is packing his stuff and Gigi comes over as he's leaving. So he's just hollering at her about maybe she's a good person like everybody said, but this whole thing is wrong. He shouldn't have came. He shouldn't have accepted it, like all of this. And she's like, wait, don't you want a family? And you know, this is a really touching scene between the two of them. And he's like, this family? Hell no. And she's like, if you run away, they're going to think you're guilty. And he's like, I don't care what people think about me. And so she's like, wait. And she gives him her keys and says, take the car. And as he's leaving, he turns around and throws the keys at her and is like, you do the same. So at least he didn't take her car. I mean, no tea, no shade is going to make her look worse, like she helped him leave. You aided and abetted a criminal escaping, right? That is illegal. And it is illegal to lie to the police. It's called obstruction of justice, okay? So Jacob comes over and he's picking up all his stuff, looking at his family pictures. At the same time, Charity is back telling Phil all the family business once again. And then she tells him that she recorded Grace saying that she lied to the police, which I don't remember that. Lady Mae said she lied to the police, but Grace didn't say she lied to the police out loud while Charity was there. So I'm not sure how that happened, okay? But he's excited about it. They all excited about it. Child, they go to kissing. So she finally finna get her some pain after she done put in all this work betraying her family. She's trash. She's a trash-ass bitch, okay? And then at the same time, when they're kissing, Jacob is walking down the hallway with his little box of belongings. He turns and looks and sees them kissing. And he like, uh-oh, now I got some tea. Like I told y'all, Charity is the Millie of this show, and there ain't no way she gonna make it through this show unscathed. Something is gonna blow up in her face and Phil's face. James and Lady Mae, and now you know the reemergence of their love is so pretty beautiful, right? He's talking about he gonna leave because he about to fall asleep, and she's like, no, you can sleep in here, you know. And they roll over and they hug, and they talk. And he talks about the future, like we don't know what the future is gonna hold. Maybe it's something that's really good, you know. He tells this little story about before he met her, and they snuggle up. The end. So this episode was really good. Greenleaf is bringing it. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts on the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends, and I will holler at y'all next week. Peace.